Hello, I'm Terry Buxton, EDD candidate in higher education administration at Oral Roberts University. And it gives me great pleasure to take a few moments to speak to you about my dissertation proposal. Alexander Twilight was the first African-American man to graduate with a bachelor's degree in America in 1823. And ever since then, generations of African Americans have viewed higher education as a gateway of escape from the debilitating conditions of poverty, discrimination, political exploitation, and social marginalization. All of those who acquire a college education are able to be afforded the benefits of a higher standard of living and more opportunities to pursue the American dream in this country. But higher education institutions have traditionally struggled with how to recruit and retain students of color, particularly African American males. And this phenomenon has garnered the interest of researchers and other college professionals who seek to address this detrimental trend. The National Center for Educational Statistics reports that African American males make up less than 5% of the total undergraduate student population in America. This same report also identifies the fact that of the Black males who enter colleges and universities in the United States, only about 33% of them will persist through their college experiences to earn a college degree within 6 years. Now, to address these issues and to increase the percentage of African American males who successfully complete their degrees, colleges and universities must be strategic and intentional in their efforts to provide the kind of environments that will recruit, retain, and successfully graduate African American men. My proposal dissertation topic is a qualitative program evaluation of the African American male success team at Tulsa Community College. And my dissertation will center on discovering how a campus-based mentoring program for African American men attending a predominantly white community college in Tulsa, Oklahoma, affects their self-perception in that environment and their ability to persist through the unique challenges that they face as Black men in that particular environment. Now, pursuant to that focus, the following research questions will guide my inquiry. Number one, what culturally engaging experiences does the African American Male Success Program at TCC provide for its participants? Number two, what are the perceptions of the participants regarding their experiences in the African American Male Success Program at TCC? And number three, in what ways did participating in the program influence their educational experience at TCC? The theoretical framework that I'm using for my research is grounded in two primary theories. Number one, the culturally engaging campus environment theory developed by Dr. Sam Musis, and number two, the critical race theory by Richard Delgado, Gene Stefanchik, Derek Bell, and Kimberly Crenshaw. These theories, when applied to higher education theory and practice, provide a critical and evaluative framework through which colleges and universities can assess their level of effectiveness in delivering support systems and fostering campus environments within which racially diverse student populations can succeed academically and socially. The research methodology of the project will be a qualitative case study, which has been advocated by researchers and scholars such as Criswell. And this is an appropriate research design for this type of inquiry. A select group of students will be selected from a pool of those involved in the program and recruited to participate in this study. The African American Male Success Team at TCC will assist in identifying these students, and the Black male collegians involved in this project will have to meet specific criteria, including being currently enrolled at TCC and being a student in good standing, and currently actively involved in the African American Male Success Program. My data will be collected using a variety of methods advocated by Criswell, including surveys, on-campus field notes, conducting focus groups, one-on-one interviews, using pre-developed questions to elicit responses and gather data. The culturally engaging campus environments model has 9 indicators that will serve as data collection points for my research. I have received permission from Dr. Sam Musis to use his research and his survey instrument to gather my data. And I'll be using that as I interview the participants. As I gather data, we'll be looking at recognizable themes. I'll be hand coding these pieces of data as they come in and developing particular themes, seeing how those emerge and how the lived experiences of these participants really are fleshed out through the interviews. I'll be using a software program, possibly Deduce, to really identify the emerging themes and analyze that data to come up with how these lived experiences are expressed by the participants. A research project like this is really needed because more and more colleges and universities are searching for best practices to recruit and retain and graduate students of color, particularly African American males. And so this project contributes to the nationwide effort to increase diversity on university campuses. Thank you so much for your time. I'm looking forward to conducting this research.